Hello and welcome to another season of 2 Cents. I'm Philip DeHaven, your host. Let's get started with baseball. In baseball, in the American League, John Lester will be pitching for the Red Sox tonight, and David Price will be pitching for the Rays tonight. This is important because both teams are tied for the AL wildcard. The winner of the AL wildcard will advance into the playoffs, and both teams are even with one game left to play. If they're even after these games, they will play a one-game playoff in Tampa Bay. In the National League, the Braves are fighting for their playoff hopes to stay alive, as Tim Hudson will be battling Joe Blanton for the Phillies, and Chris Carpenter, who's on the Cardinals, who is also tied with the Braves, will be pitching against Brett Myers and the Astros to see who can win the NL wild card tonight, as well as the AL wild card. If there's a tie, there will be a game in St. Louis, Braves-Cardinals, tomorrow. In football, Michael Vick this last weekend got hurt against the New York Giants in the loss. A lot of people are spectating whether or not his hand is going to be okay for this week's game against San Francisco. Today, he came out and said that he's going to be 100%. He's going to be ready to play. I don't know whether this is going to be true because hand injuries can be very tricky. He said that he couldn't take any snaps from under center, couldn't hand off the ball, couldn't even hold the ball to throw it. So it's going to be interesting to see how his lack of practicing is going to help him with this weekend's game against San Francisco at home. The Eagles are trying to even up their record at 2-2 and move on to their away schedule and try and get some key wins. And in basketball, in the NBA, there is still a labor dispute between the players and the owners. So Kobe Bryant is rumored to be very interested in playing in Italy. He will be trying to figure out whether they can potentially end the lockout, but it's not looking too good. The NFL was able to end their lockout. The NBA might not be able to. So we'll keep a look back on that, and we'll get back to that at the end in next week's show. And that's all I have for you on 2 Cents this week. Please come back next week to hear about all of the interesting sports stories and what is happening in sports.